Hey, what's up, guys? It's Vexed. Today we're talking about Windbreaker again, an anime that I'm very much enjoying right now. We're going to be breaking down episode 3. If you enjoyed this anime and this breakdown, let me know. Hit the like button, leave a comment, and yeah, let's get started. So where did we leave off last time? Because it's been a minute. Last time we talked about this show, Sakura was fighting Shugitsuta. And Sakura loves fighting. That's what he does. He wants to shoot for the top. If you remember, he wants the top spot in the school, and he wants to use his fist to get to the top. So he's actively seeking out the top fighters, the strongest fighters in the school, to get to that position. Sakura's gloating, having a good time because he's in his element, because that's what he wants to do. He wants to fight. That's all he cares about is fighting. They're interrupted by the intercom, and it is in fact the kid who holds the top spot in the school. The strongest fighter in the school is Umemiya Hajimeda. And he comes across as kind of a goofball, kind of easygoing, kind of silly, and I love it. This guy who runs the school, basically, who is supposed to be this potential antagonist for the protagonist, is actually a fun-going, lighthearted individual, it appears. So I like that dynamic. Now, it appears that everyone in the classroom has respect and reverence for this guy. Sakura is taken aback by it, for sure. He's even more intrigued by this individual based on how everyone is behaving. So the kids in the school are loyal to Umemiya and respect him. I don't think it's a situation where they respect the title, they respect his position. I think they respect him, but we'll find out later if that's true. So he tells them to, get along, don't fight, protect the town, represent Furin in the best way possible. It appears that Shogitsuta is very much the #1 fan, or at least he really respects Umemiya. So he pretty much listens to what he has to say. So he goes from wanting to fight Sakura to damn near shaking his hand. Well, they actually did shake hands, actually. It wasn't damn near, they did. It wasn't a real, respectful handshake, but it was a handshake nonetheless. So the vibe I'm getting at this point is that this whole thought process I had originally about there being a bully or a antagonist within the school, right now, early on, that appears to be wrong. It appears that the classmates and the students all get along. There's camaraderie, there's solidarity, and Sakura is very much into that. And he's coming to the realization that everyone he's run into in this town, they're caring, they're nice, and the previous town he came from must have been the worst town ever, because he's seeing a big contrast between this town he's in now based on where he was before. Again, I want to know where this kid came from and why they treated him that way, but he's coming to the realization now that things are different here, and he likes these kids even though he doesn't want to admit it. Okay, so I like that dynamic. I like that direction for Sakura. So after that, they head out into the courtyard because they're about to take off for a mission or a patrol. And we kind of learn about the hierarchy in the school. There's the top spot, the top guy, and then we have 4 kings or lieutenants that are under him, and then the rest of the students are under them. So that's kind of like the breakdown in the hierarchy of the school, which is good to know. I assume that one day, maybe, Sakura will become one of the lieutenants or kings under Umemiya, but that's looking forward there. I don't know how that's going to work out. We'll see. So the students are walking around the town patrolling, and Sakura is learning about Bofureen and how they interact with the people and how they behave and how they patrol and how they go about their business of protecting the town. They're walking around town, they're helping the elderly, they're painting over graffiti, and Sakura hates every bit of this. All he cares about is using his fist to punch people in the face. That's all he cares about right now. So we get to the end of their territory, and that's when we learn about the other people. By other people, I mean other group, the other gang or school or team of people that have their own territory. There's like a rival team or a rival gang or rival school on the other side of the tracks that they have to be wary of and be cautious of when operating around the borders. Apparently, you're not supposed to cross into their territory at all, because if you do, there could be a big conflict between the two groups. We're basically talking about gang warfare of some sort, is what we're talking about here. Fortunately for the audience, there is a middle schooler from their territory who's over there and he's trying to hurry up and run to their side of the track to escape the people that are chasing him. Now, these individuals that are chasing him are a part of a group called the Chistorian, and they are a group of kids that live by a different set of rules than the Boforin. They are more vicious, they're more about fighting and about who's strong, and it's all about power to them. The weak are beaten up and the strong survive over there. So this kid's in trouble. So he's running for his life, and before he gets caught, Sakura and Shogitsuta jump in to aid him. Now, I'm not sure exactly why Shogitsuta jumped in, but we all know why Sakura did, because he just wants to fight, because all he cares about is fighting and challenging himself in that way. Well, that's not entirely true. It was proven in episode 1 that he does care about people and he cares about giving people a chance, but he wants to hide and pretend like that's not the case. But he's always up for a fight, we know that. So he jumps in with Shogitsuta to protect his kid, and that's when we get a good look at this new gang. They wear these orange, yellowish jackets, and everyone that we met in Furin are gonna come together and bond and be brothers and fight against this group of people, which I really like. I like that dynamic. I like that the Boforin are gonna be one unit together fighting against these other antagonists. Because again, like I said before, I thought that potentially there would be conflict within the school. So we have our antagonist for the season, I believe. Now the second in command of this group is here, and he's probably a badass, probably very strong, and that very much excites Sakura. He then proceeds to beat the shit out of his comrade, and apparently he's doing it because he lost. And by lost, I mean he got kicked in the face by Sakura and Shogitsuta. So I guess he lost, and he's not good enough to be a part of the group anymore. And that's how they deal with losses in their group. If you lose, if you're weak, you get beat up, you're not worthy, you're pathetic, and you got to get the hell out of here. Sakura does not respect that. He steps to the second in command and says, hey, I think what you're doing is pathetic. Beating up on the weak does not make you strong, and I have no respect for you. That's basically what he said. Oh, by the way, Togame stripped the kid of his jacket, so he's no longer in the group. So there's a bit of a tone shift here, a little bit more dangerous, a little bit more serious situation here. Bloody, vicious. It'll be interesting to see how they deal with this conflict going forward. But I really do love that our group of kids are now going to come together to fight against this threat outside of the boundary, outside of their territory. I want the kids in the school to get along, to bond and come together. So A+, I like that. Now, they go back to the school to report this news to Yumemiya. And that's when we get our first look at him, proper. He's a goofball, complete goofball, strong as hell, clearly strong as hell. He's on the roof of the school, and there's plants, there's vegetation, there's crops he's growing, peppers and stuff like that. It's an interesting character that I'm looking forward to getting to know. So yeah, that's pretty much episode 3. This anime, it's not the best written, not the best directed, doesn't have the best animation, but there's something about this anime that is really resonating with me. Why is this anime working so well for me? I don't know. I'll give you a better answer next video, okay? But I'm liking this anime. It's silly, it's fun. What are you guys thinking about Windbreaker? Are you watching it? Are you enjoying it? Do you think it's lame? Do you think it's mid? Do you think it's great? Let me know. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you later.